Hi, I'm attorney Tanya Hendricks. In my more than 20 years as a lawyer, I've helped many clients prepare their last will and testaments and talked with friends and family about preparing their own estate plans. I've watched clients navigate the estate administration process while mourning the loss of a loved one. But in 2020, when my 56-year-old uncle died suddenly and unexpectedly without a spouse, without children, and without a will, things changed. I watched as my 87-year-old grandmother and my mother took on the responsibility of administering his estate. When I say it was a mess, it was a mess. It was a hassle. They spent hours and hours and hours going through his personal property, going through his house, doing an inventory of his assets, monitoring his mail, dealing with creditors, going to the probate office for probate court for a few hearings that we had to have, because when you don't have a will, you have to go to court and ask for everything. And then they had to deal with getting a bond, and then just the overall hassle and day-to-day stuff of administering an estate. Again, it was a mess. And it was something that my grandmother and mother should not have had to deal with, not to that level. They should have at that time only been dealing with the loss of their son and brother. And that's it. They shouldn't have had that extra hassle and chaos and stress that was put on their shoulders and the family drama that was created from it. So since that time, and since watching them go through that, I have been determined to help as many families avoid that hassle, avoid that chaos and stress, the drama and the family conflict that arises when someone dies without a will. I don't want that for other families. I don't want to see other families go through what my family went through. If you only knew how easy it really is to have your estate plan prepared, you wouldn't hesitate to take that off of your family. I mean, seriously, it takes a couple of hours out of your year. Just think, you have roughly 8,000 hours in 1 year. You can't take 3 to 4 hours to save your family the hassle and the stress. And it also saves money and time, because I've seen how much it costs families when there is not a will. And I've seen the time that it takes families when there is not a will. And I really just want clients to understand that, and understand that if you do the work now and on the front end, you can save your family so much time, so much stress, so much anguish when you die. Because when you pass away, they're going to be mourning, and that's what they need to focus on. They need to focus on those things and not focus on, what do I do? How do I handle this? So I hope that clients learn that lesson from me. I hope that they can learn from my family. I hope that you learn from my family and what we went through when it was time to administer my uncle's estate. If you knew how much time it really took, how little time it really took, you wouldn't hesitate to spare your family what I watched my mother and grandmother go through. I'm Tanya Hendricks, Huntsville estate planning lawyer. If you need to talk to an attorney about your estate plan, if today is that one day that you've always said, I'll get to it one day, if today is that one day, and I encourage you to let that be, because spare your family, then go to the website, HuntsvilleEstatePlanningLawyers.com, and click on schedule an appointment and schedule your time to meet with me and go over your goals and your wishes for your estate plan.